Saying that my case was very rare. It so happened that I was at the right place at the right time and did the right thing for these things to happen. So the whole foundation was about creating more of these opportunities, in a sense that we go find kids who are talented, for example, and then do they appreciate education and all that, and can they be helped? So it was not inventing something new. It's just creating more opportunities for people like me, because I think my case was one. If I could do that for 10 people, that's a bigger number than just myself. And that's kind of where we started. And it's what we've been doing. It didn't matter which sport. It could be basketball, it could be volleyball, it could be football, it could be track. If you did it with the type of connections we have here now in the US, anything is possible, man. But the kid has to be prepared and ready for it.
Okay, but about and I know this is maybe a question that's beyond your pay grade. Integrating the curriculum, the Kenyan curriculum, because I think this is happening in other countries. And when you think of Kenya is a heavily sporting country. In all different kinds of fields. There's athletics, rugby, soccer, whatever sport you think of. Do you think there's any way in which we can and I know this is one of those things that we have to be creative about. Is there any way in which we can push government or whoever is responsible to push sports into the curriculum from when kids are in first grade?
Actually, those programs were there. Unakumbuka Sports Day.
Yeah.
So it got more serious when we in high school.
Yeah.
It got more serious, and then you'd have nationals, provincials, Nini.
Yeah.
Those programs are still there, but I think the structure of it is kind of losing. That's where we lose talent, in the sense that, for example, Kakamega is playing. It's in a Western province, but Western. Our scouting only goes to see the two teams in the final, for example. Yet there was other players, Uko Chini, districts who never made it, but because there was maybe one or two good players, but their team was not good enough.
Yeah.
And we never get to see those guys. So that's where scouting comes in. Like, it doesn't matter what game you go watch. If there's people who can go watch those bad teams, but you cannot miss one or two good players, and then move those to another group. And then I think that's how they do it in Europe and all that, where they go, they'll find kids who are playing pickup. Somebody's watching, but they're watching with the intention of, if I see something good, I'm taking them somewhere else. So the government, for example, by just having those sports days and games and all that, that's their part. Now, as a culture, as a federation of football, maybe in Kenya, that is when maybe those grassroots coach that now are getting to do those coaching courses and all that, whoever's on the ground, not necessarily I'm a tumor, but if you're watching, anytime you see a talented kid, you'll be like, oh, he's nice. Maybe how can I send him to whoever, Coach X, who's at a higher level than me, and then Coach X moves them up. That is the only way we could do it, I think.
Okay.
Let me say this. I think kuna kitu moja si usemaga, like, if management doesn't support an idea, there's nowhere that idea won't go anywhere. It won't succeed, you know? So I think in especially in Kenya, what we need, we have the infrastructure. Vile boss amesema, there is all these sports days, all this, but the mindset of the people who are up there is just, those are the ones who, it's like your support is not there. And if the support is not there, it's almost like this thing, it just doesn't go anywhere. Out watacheza mcheze, and at the end of the day, boom, watu wameishia. I mean, we have, what is that dude who KFF chairman?
Nick Mwendo.
No. Kuna ule mwingine.
Sam Nyamoya.
Yeah. That dude has been there since I was a kid. You know?
But
yes.
Sini Wenyu is not your uncle.
I gotta take that bullet.
Hey, true story.
Yeah.
True story. I went to school with this kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
St. Mary's Mosocha.
Yeah.
I know him.
But was he one of those kids who was brought ile time kulikuwa na the new squad that's going to the US after you guys had been?
That was actually going to be my
he
had already got to Stato. He had already got to Stato by then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah. Our ni wale masafaras.
Like, does he remember the guys or the people who replaced them after 7 months of training?
Yeah, the people who replaced them.
Yes.
Who are those guys?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
wanna know.
They didn't know them. They didn't know.
I'm sure he knew.
We know them.
You know them.
I'm not gonna put any names.
Okay.
Out.
They came in.